What's going on, guys? Just here back to my channel, and tonight, oh my god, I don't know, I'm tired or wide awake or something. Because moments ago I just finished Collision and stuff, and fast forward the commercials and all that stuff. Even though it was during picture, but still gotta deal with it. But anyways, we're gonna start off with the Royal Rumble 2024, and it was okay and stuff, but I was so angry. Um, so yeah. Anyways, let's get to it then, and here we go. All right, I'm gonna. First of all, I got my Michael Myers Halloween cup. And it has Mountain Dew in it, so which means I'm gonna try to stay awake for this. Take my time drinking it, so because this is gonna be like 2 long videos or something. Yeah, because I'm gonna make 2 videos. This is for the Royal Rumble, which is right now, and then the next one will be for Collision. So yeah, so there you go. We see the Hulk Hogan led cold open video package to get started. And then we shoot inside Tropicana field where the camera starts with the shot of the WrestleMania 40 sign and then pans the jam-packed crowd in St. Petersburg, Florida, as Michael Cole welcomes us to the show. From here, the camera settles at commentary position where Pat McAfee's theme hits. Grace loses his cool as Cole jumps for joy, but he admits he knew about it. This time, McAfee makes his way out and heads to join Cole and Grace on the call for this year's first WWE plea. Um, yeah, so which is their first pay per view, and stuff. So, all right, the first match, and there's 4 matches on this show. So I know it's not enough, but the Royal Rumbles are so long. So yeah, so here we go. Sorry. Samantha Irvin begins the official pre-match ring introductions for the opener, which will be the women's Royal Rumble match. Natalia's theme hits, and out she comes as the #1 entrant for this year. Naomi's theme hits second, and out she comes as the first surprise entrant of the evening. She and Annie kick things off for a few minutes. Then Bayley comes out at number 3. At number 4 was Candice LeRae. Out at number 5 as Cobb Sirens sounds is current TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace. The commentators explain who she is to the viewing audience at home, and a good portion of the crowd seems to be aware of who she is. Pat McAfee puts over Grace as an absolute weapon for TNA. They mention how she defeated Naomi for the TNA Knockouts title. She and Naomi hug and then duke it out. Indy Hartwell comes out next, and then Asuka. Hartwell ends up being the first person eliminated. Bayley keeps trying to high five Asuka, who wants nothing to do with her. Coming in next is Ivy Nile. Katana Chance comes in at number 9 after that. Number 10 comes out, and it's Bianca Belair. She gets a big pop coming out. Kairi Sane comes out as the next entrant. All 3 members of Damage Control in the ring work together to eliminate Candice LeRae. The countdown clock appears again, and out as the 12th entrant is Tegan Nox. Grace looks to eliminate Nox, but Natty saves her friend. The 2 hug, and then Natty tries to sneak and throw her out, only for her to throw Natty out. Bayley and then eliminates Nox, so they both end up tossed out anyways. The countdown clocks appears again, and out at number 13 is Caden Carter. We see Kairi Sane nearly pull a Kofi Kingston, but slips and ends up eliminated. Seconds later, Asuka gets thrown out. Bayley is now the only Damage Control member still alone in the ring. She yells to them, "What do we do about the plan now?" The countdown clock appears, and again when it expires, Chelsea Green's theme hits, and out she comes with an insanely oversized skirt as part of her entrant attire. She takes it off and heads to the ring as Cole reminds everyone she was eliminated in 5 seconds last year. This year, she is nearly thrown out in 2 seconds, but hangs on. Belair throws her over again, but again she hangs on. She hits a big move on Belair and over celebrates, but then gets spinebuster slammed down to the mat by Grace. Bianca ends up KOing Grace to eliminate her. Piper Niven comes out as the next entrant, and she and Green go to work on everybody with double team action. Xia Li comes out as the next entrant. Zelina Vega comes out at number 17 with an even wilder entrant attire than Chelsea Green. Maxine Dupree comes out next and gets a big response from the crowd, who also loudly does the shush bit with her entrant. With her shush bit with her once. She gets in the ring. She I'm sorry, immediately I can't talk. Eliminates Xia Li and Ivy Nile with ease. The fans boo like crazy. Green tries sneak attacking her, but she sees it coming. Niven goes to splash her, but Jax moves and she splashes Green on accident. Niven then spears Jax over and over again into Green in the corner. Shotzi comes out and hits some high spots off the top rope. Becky Lynch comes out after that, and the crowd goes wild. The man hits the ring immediately, starts getting some eliminations, including Chelsea Green out at number 22. Next is Alba Fire. At number 23, out comes Shayna Baszler to a non-reaction. Yeah. Out at number 24 is Valhalla. She comes out with the antlers, and Michael goes unbelievably nuts. Like for a while, as she walks to the ring. Here's the funny part: R-Truth's theme hits, and out he comes, walking past Valhalla and sliding into the ring to an enormous pop. He looks confused. Nia Jax grabs him and throws him out in seconds. The fans boo. Adam Pearce runs and tells Truth it's the women's rumble. He tells Truth he's out, and Valhalla she's in. Valhalla goes in, but she's immediately thrown out. And she was mad at Truth because he kind of ruined their entrance and stuff and going to the ring. But man, she was pissed. At number 25, out comes Mitchin. At number 26, Zoe Stark comes in. Roxanne Perez comes out at number 27. We see some more eliminations, and then Perez hits a cool spot rolling around the body of one of the other entrants for what seems like forever. Jax ends up power bombing Baszler, and out then mentioned for 2 more eliminations. The commentators continue to sing her praises for her performance thus far tonight. She also powerbombs Shotzi out of the ring to eliminate her. The countdown clock hits again, and out at number 28 is former AEW TBS Women's Champion Jayden Cargill to easily the biggest sustained war of the evening thus far. Like really, really loud. She hits power spots on Nia Jax and eliminates her. Tiffany Stratton comes out at number 29, and at number 30 out comes Liv Morgan to make her long-awaited WWE return. A bunch of eliminations take place, including Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair after a cool stare down between Belair and Cargill. We're down to Cargill, Morgan, and Bayley. Bayley and Morgan try to get her to eliminate Cargill. They eventually do. Bayley then kicks Morgan out to eliminate her. She is the last person standing. Bayley has won the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble and will go on to challenge for the title she chooses at WrestleMania 40. So yeah, Bayley advancing to WrestleMania 40 is Bayley. She won. Alright, the second match. Alright, WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns, who is the champion, versus Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus AJ Styles. After a quick commercial break, we see the road to the Universal Championship Fair 4-Way between Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles, which is up next. We return live inside the Tropicana field, and the four get ready to make their walks to the ring for our second match of the evening. Randy Orton makes his way out first to a big pop from St. Petersburg, and crowd out next is AJ Styles, followed by LA Knight, and then the defending Roman Reigns champ Roman Reigns. Samantha Irving finishes up with the formal pre-match ring introductions and the bell sounds to get this one officially off running. Knight talks to Styles and Orton, and all three turn and stare down Reigns. They all step closer to him, and he starts to realize what's coming. All three work together in beating down Reigns in the corner straight out the gate. As the crowd goes wild, Styles eventually turns his attention to Knight. Knight beats Styles down while Orton works over Reigns on the floor. We see Knight slam Styles' head off the announce desk over and over again until Reigns comes out and decks him. Orton comes out as well, and now he and Knight duke it out. After Reigns and Styles out of the picture, Knight bounces Orton face first off the commentary desk over and over again as the fans chant, "Yeah!" Each time it connects, Orton fights back and slams Knight on the announce desk. Back in the ring, the action continues with Reigns back in control of the offense. Knight fires up with the big sequence that sees him plant Reigns with a DDT before taking out Orton with the big power slam and then leaping up to the top rope for a super suplex on Styles. He turns around as Reigns charges at him for a Superman punch, but he counters with BFT for a pinfall with Styles. Ends up breaking up. Styles takes it to Orton after that, and then gets a few shine spots and a closer near fall of his own. Orton now takes over and hits draping DDTs and other trademark spots for his fire-up spotlight moments. He hits RKO on everyone in sight and goes for the cover only for Sol Sikoa to yank the ref out of the ring to take him out of the picture. He and Orton lock eyes, and then they start mixing it up. Solo blasts Orton with a Samoan spike, and he stacks Knight and Orton. He goes out to the floor to run over Styles, but Styles moves and he blasts through the barricade and into the crowd. Back in the ring, we see Reigns get to see his feet and notice Knight and Orton stacked. He smiles. He then realizes Styles is nowhere around and looks nervous. He turns around into a phenomenal forearm from Styles, who then covers him only for Reigns to kick out at 2. Styles grabs his chair and heads into the ring and beats the piss out of Reigns as the ref watches. For the second time, the commentators talk like it's common knowledge that this is a no disqualification match. Alrighty, then seconds later we see an eye gouge spear from Reigns to Orton, and then Knight takes out Styles, only to turn around into a Superman punch from Reigns. Reigns then hits Styles with a spear and gets the win. To retain your title and still WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, yeah. So yeah, winner and still WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Golly, man. Sick and tired of him winning. Get my nerves, man. God. Sorry. Alright, the third match, WWE United States Championship, Logan Paul, who is the United States Champion, versus Kevin Owens. Time for our second title of the evening after a quick shot of Cody Rhodes backstage, which links a big pop from the crowd. We head into a pre-match view package for our next bout. Features the WWE United States Championship on the line, with the reigning title holder Logan Paul defending against Kevin Owens. The familiar sounds of Kevin Owens' theme hits the house speakers inside Tropicana Field, and the crowd roars as the prize fighter emerges and heads to the ring, looking at all business. He sits on the top rope and leans forward with a stone cold look in his eyes. Logan Paul makes his way out with his U.S. title in hand and settles in the ring as Pat McAfee sings his praises on commentary. So yeah, this is their match. Just so y'all know. Samantha Irvin does a pre-match formal uh, introductions for the championship contest while Owens stays seated on the top row in the corner with the Stone Cold stare at Logan. The bell sounds after the champion is introduced next, and we're official with this one. The commentators remind us that Owens is not wearing the protective cast on his broken hand as promised. Owens immediately goes after Paul, decking him and stopping him away. After some way at him in the corner, the two quickly fight out to the floor, where Owens slams Paul to the barricade. Paul fights back and sends Owens into the barricade viciously. After hitting a big leaping splash from the ring to the floor, he lets out a war scream and then brings Owens back in the ring at where he hits a big high spot before going back to work on the injured hand of Owens. Paul starts to tear the trademark black tape from the wrist and hand of his injured paw. Owens grabs Paul by the nose to stop him, but Paul fights his way free and continues to punish him, the challenger and more experienced. The veteran focusing on his attack on his injured hand all the while as the crowd boos and tries to rally behind the prize fighter. Paul goes for a 619, but Owens avoids it and begins fighting back. Kevin Owens hits a cannonball in the ring on Paul and some of his other trademark spots, but Paul takes back over. He hits Buckshot Lariat and then a nice follow-up spot and then leaves off the top rope with a modified frog splash for a close near fall. Paul takes Owens to the top rope and yells to Corey Graves, "You said no man can't suplex Kevin Owens. Well, watch me." He goes to superplex him, but Owens counters with an avalanche brainbuster for a close near fall. The prize fighter fights back and takes over an offense. He looks for the powerbomb and a stunner, but Paul avoids it and ends up decking Owens with the knockout punch. He goes for the cover, but somehow Owens kicks out. We see one of Paul's friends at ringside, who Pat McAfee keeps yelling, "That's Jeff from the internet." Security comes to stop this Jeff guy, and even Austin Theory and Grayson Waller comes out. Theory passes brass knuckles to Paul, who slips him on as Owens rolls him up, but Paul kicks out Owens, grabs Paul's hand, and takes the brass knuckles off. He decks Paul with him and covers him, but the ref knows the ref notices the knuckles on Owens' hand during the pinfall. He calls for the bell and disqualify him, but Paul retains the U.S. title. At their match, Owens put Paul through the commentary desk. Man, Kevin Owens almost had it. He almost had the championship belt. So yeah, winner via disqualification is still WWE United States Champion Logan Paul. Damn it. God, he also mad. Alright, main event, which is the fourth match, is the Men's Royal Rumble match. We see the aftermath of the Owens Paul match as Cole, McAfee, and Graves are all standing in front of the Slaughter commentary desk as they promote the upcoming WWE Elimination Chamber Perth and WrestleMania 40 Premium live event. Trailers for both shows air, and they promote the weekend's gasoline being the theme for WrestleMania 40, making the 5th year in a row he has a theme for WrestleMania. Alright. Samantha Irvin then announces the fans are in attendance inside the building tonight, marking a new attendance record for Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. She then runs down the rules for our main event, the Men's Royal Rumble match. The theme for main event, Jey Uso hits, and now he comes as the number one entrant in this year's Men's Rumble bout. Jimmy Uso comes out as the number 2 entrant. The Usos kick things off as the drum sounds to get this year's Men's Rumble about our main event of the evening of Fishing Over Ring. They make a ton of background crowd noise, and then out comes Grayson Waller as the third entrant. Yeah, third entrant. Then he cuts a Grayson Waller effect promo on the way to the ring, dodging Jey Uso, only to get decked by him. When he gets in the ring, he and Jimmy team up on Jay, and then countdown clock appears. It comes down, and we get our first surprise entrant of the evening, as out comes for former AEW star Andrade with his mask on to a huge pop. He takes the mask off, and the crowd excuse me. War grows. The fans chant "Welcome back" as he settles in the ring and gets to work. Out number 5 is former NXT World Champion Carmelo Hayes. He actually gets a bigger pop than you expect coming out too. After him, Shinsuke Nakamura comes out, and Pat McAfee marks out like he's still a babyface, which Michael Cole tries to explain to him he's not. The crowd didn't help as they popped loudly and sang along with his theme. McAfee conducted them from the commentary desk. Karrion Kross comes out after him. Santos Escobar also comes out. Number 9 comes out, and it is Dominic Mysterio. He takes his time coming to the ring and gets an insane amount of heat, as you expect. At number 10 comes Carlito to a decent pop. He has an apple in hand against an insanely loud pop when he holds Escobar, attacks Carlito from behind and nearly eliminates him. Carlito hangs on and spits face in his spits the apple in his face. There you go, and then eliminates him. Bobby Lashley comes out at number 11. The Almighty goes right to work on the final testaments, Karrion Kross. He continues to ragdoll others, and then we see the Authors of Pain come out. After Kross is eliminated, the AOP distract Lashley, and Kross keeps eliminate the Almighty from the floor. Lashley brawls with AOP Kross at ringside. Now comes the Street Profits to join on Lashley's behalf. Out at number 12 is Imperium's own Ludwig Kaiser. The countdown clock appears, and then the buzzer sounds. At number 13 comes Austin Theory. Next out at number 14 is the Judgment Day's own Finn Balor. He makes his way to the ring. Cole reminds us he and Damian Priest defend their titles on Monday's coming episode of Raw against DIY. Carmelo Hayes is eliminated seconds later. At number 15, we see the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes makes his way out to an enormous pop from St. Petersburg crowd. As soon as Cody hits the ring, he takes his trademark weight off and throws out Theory for his first elimination. Dom and Balor of the Judgment Day then double him and get him down to the mat, where they put the boots to him. The countdown clock appears again, and out at number 16 comes Big Bronson Reed. Quickly eliminates Andrade. Cody throws out Nakamura. Out comes Kofi Kingston as the next entrant. After him, Gunther comes out at number 18. Gunther yells at Kaiser, who is eliminated. As he's coming out, Ivar of the Viking Raiders comes out next, followed by Braun Breaker. Breaker eliminated Jimmy Uso, and then Finn Balor, and he and Gunther stare at each other and then start mixing it up with Breaker, showing an impressive power display on the record-holding IC champ before turning him inside out with a spear that gets the whole crowd barking. He pulls down the straps for a loud pop again, and the buzzer sounds. Out at number 12 is almost quickly eliminates Bronson Reed. Breaker turns Ivar inside for a big pop and then eliminates him. Out at number 12 entrant, the comes number 22 entrant. Out comes Pat McAfee. He pops up from his seat at the commentary desk. He takes his jacket off and looks semi-surprised. He then hyped up as he leans the desk and heads to the ring. Super pumped. Cole and Grace build it up like he's about to get thrown right out. He comes and sees Almost and Breaker staring at him. McAfee looks scared. He turns around, climbs over the top rope, steps down the ring apron, and thinks about eliminating himself. He pops back in the ring. He gets in the fight, stands for a big pop. He then climbs back over the top rope and hops off the apron to eliminate himself. The crowd boos as he waves it off and heads back to the commentary desk. Funny stuff, Almost and Breaker mix up as the countdown clock appears. Breaker eliminates Almost, and Dom eliminates Breaker as McDonough comes out at number 22. Breaker turns McDonough inside out with the spear on the floor. As he heads to the back, Cody and Gunther dig it out in the ring as only a handful of people are still alive and going in the match, and a handful remain to come out as the final entrance. R-Truth comes out at number 24. He watches as McDonough is eliminated. As he is about to get in the ring, he comes to the apron and asks Dom to tag him in. So funny, so weird. The crowd pops and claps, encouraging Dom to tag a confused Truth into the match. Gunther slaps on a choke on Dom, but Dom hits a jawbreaker to then tags in Truth for a huge pop that was legitimately funny. I don't know. Truth knocks Gunther down and sets him up for a 5-knuckle shovel. The crowd does the "you can't see me" routine with him, but then he walks into a big boot from Gunther. The buzzer sounds again, and out is number 25. Miz and Truth unite Awesome Truth and start to go to work on people. They beat down main event Jey Uso, and then Truth stops Miz from eliminating Dom. Dom hits the 619 on Miz for a pop. The countdown clock appears and expires out at number 26 as Senior Money in the Bank. Damien Priest of the Judgment Day. More fun with R-Truth coming up. He comes in, immediately decks Truth with a big boot. He then eliminates Truth, and the fans boo loudly. Priest and Miz trade shots. Number 27 is on his way, and it's none other than CM Punk. The crowd goes nuts as the best in the world comes out and kneels down before proclaiming the clumbering time. McAfee sings along with Punk's theme as he makes his way to the ring for his first reveal in-ring appearance in years for WWE. The fans chant his name as he goes to work on everyone inside. Punk eliminates Dominic Mysterio after being in the ring for a few months. Now we see the countdown clock again, and out at number 20 is Ricochet. Number 29 makes his way out, and is none other than the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. We've got one more entrant. Gunther eliminates main event Jey Uso, ending his 50-plus minute run in this year's Rumble match, which began as the first entrant in the bout. Now at number 30 is none other than Sami Zayn. He makes his way out to a big pop of the crowd from Ricochet is tossed up by Drew. Priest, Rose, Zayn, Punk, McIntyre, Gunther are the final 6 entrants left in the match. McIntyre eliminates Zayn, as Zayn eliminates Priest. We're down to McIntyre, Rhodes, Punk, and Gunther. Punk and McIntyre makes it up, while Rose and Gunther, last year's final 2 entrants, do get out in the corner of the ring. McIntyre blasts Punk with a Glasgow kiss and then turns his attention to Cody. McIntyre hits Gunther with the Claymore kick, he hits Cody and Punk with one as well. McIntyre goes over to Punk, grabs him by his lifeless face, and tells him that this isn't 10 years ago. He says, "Your ass is mine now." He picks up to throw him out, but Punk turns the tables on him and eliminates McIntyre instead. We're down to Punk, Cody, and Gunther nearly eliminates Cody in a scene similar to last year, but Cody counters and throws the ring general out. We're down to Punk and Cody as the final 2. Crowd goes wild, waiting to see how this plays out. We see shots of Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman sitting in a luxury box as well. Seth as Seth Rollins and another one, watching Cody and Punk stare each other down, and then start mixing it up. They each land big moves and end up down and out. They get back on their knees and trade shots as the crowd goes insane. In the background, Punk takes over, but Cody counters, hits a power slam on Punk. He fires the crowd and goes for the cutter, but Punk blocks and hits a German suplex. He doesn't let go, rolls and hits a second. Punk takes over again and hoists Cody up for the GTS escapes. Cody escapes and fires up on the fence. He hits some punches and rolls and connects with a bionic elbow in a tribute to his father, Dustin Rhodes. He looks for Crossroads Crossroads once again, but again we see Punk avoid it and counter with the Roadhouse kick. He gets Cody up on the top rope and tries to throw him over. Excuse me, but Cody hangs on and get back in the ring. Punk looks exhausted and dejected, but then goes back to work, stomping away at Cody. He points to WrestleMania and does a throat slice gesture. He picks Cody up for the GTS, but Cody counters this time. He hits his Crossroads finisher. He hypes up the crowd and then picks up Punk. He looks to eliminate him, only for Punk to spring to life, hoist Cody up, and connect with his GTS. Both guys are down and out as fans chant, "This is awesome." Punk is up first. He picks up Cody and looks for another GTS, but falls back into a rope. Cody falls over, but hangs on and tries pulling Punk out. Punk escapes, and Cody lands on the apron and rolls back into the ring. Punk hooks Cody's arm and connects with the pedigree. Fans boo a bit. Corey Graves says, "If y'all know, you know." Punk signals for one more GTS. He yells, "I didn't wait 10 years to lose to Dusty's kid." He picks up Cody for another GTS, and Cody counters and throws Punk out to eliminate him out of nowhere. The crowd explodes. Cody wins. He is going to WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania 40. The show goes off the air with Cody celebrating, pointing to a WrestleMania sign hanging in the rafters, and then exchanging a stare down with Roman Reigns, who was shown in a luxury box in the crowd with Paul Heyman. Yeah, and that's where it finished. So yeah, winner and advancing into WrestleMania 40 is Cody Rhodes. So yeah, we got Bayley and Cody Rhodes. So yeah, it was good and stuff, and yeah, I have feeling this was gonna be a long video and stuff. So that was good, and it was okay, but not great. So anyway, yeah, I was pissed off at Roman Reigns and Logan Paul. I know it's still stupid. I hope Roman Reigns loses. I hope. So this is hope and stuff. So anyways, that was it for this video, and I'm gonna do Collision here in a little bit or whatever. So anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Laters.